Good day to everyone. Today we want to continue to talk about Malaysia auction property. This is part three. For those who are interested to get an updated listing of auction property, you can go to this link, and there is a list there updated regularly. Okay, previously on part two we have talked about the Laka case, which covers the master title property auctions. Now, today is title auction. That means the property with title. Um, those property with title, when it's come to auction, it'll be either at the High Court or at the Land Office. Depends on the title type, whether it's a Mukim title or whether it's a PTG title. Sometimes it also depends on the plaintiff. If the property base, for example, if the property base in Johor, but the plaintiff is based in KL. Um, the property can be auctioned in KL High Court or Selangor High Court. Okay, and some of the state right now are doing e-lelong, for example, Pahang and Perak. Future we'll talk about e-lelong. We'll cover e-lelong. This is a sample of High Court proclamation of sales. Um, this is one important number to remember. Application for execution, the AE number. It start with 38 and then some number, a case number. Um, this number, most of the time, the bidder have to write this number at the back of the bank draft when they want to bid a property. So the registrar or the staff in the High Court knows which bank draft goes to which case. Some of the AE numbers start with 36, some are 38, most are 38. Um, this POS contains plaintiff information, defendant, and then excuse me, the time, the date, and the location of the auction. Over here, you also advise the bidders to do a land search and to check out the property. This document provided the details of the property, the title number, the lot number, tenure, the annual rent, the owner's name, uh, the category of use, the land use, and description of interest. Also encompasses. Now, descriptions of property, they will include the descriptions of property, and it's always a good idea to personally go down to look at the house before bidding. That is very important. And then this part is about the reserve price. Most of the time you have to prepare 10% out of the reserve price in a bank draft form before auction. And for those bidder who want to bid, they have 120 days to complete the sales. That means you either have to get a loan or pay by cash within 120 days. This is the Bahasa Malaysia, the BM version of POS, provide the same information. As far as the COS is concerned, there are a few pages. I just cut half of it, put it up here. So for those who are interested to buy auction property, when you get the document POS and COS, you have to go through in details, because each and every property's COS can be different. Okay, another one is the land office POS. Instead of AE number 38 something, each land office has their own reference number, the case number. So this one you don't have to remember. Again, they provide the same info, plaintiff or chargee, and then defendant or the charger information. and then time, date, location of the auction. Same thing, they provide title number, lot number, town, land area, tenants, owner's name, and restrictions in interest, encumbrances, endorsement. In this case, this is a Malay reserve land. Um, so for those non-Malay, you will not be allowed to bid. Um, and location descriptions of the property, they put it up here. And then the reserve price of this amount, and 10%, and purchaser have to complete the sales within 120 days. So I also want to compare between the LACA and the title case. That means the High Court and Land Office case. This is my personal opinion, personal view of LACA case. It may not be true, but that is how I felt. In terms of LACA case, they are more flexible. You can send a representative to bid. You may apply for extension before expiry date of 120 days or 90 days with valid reasons. And then there are some property that need more time to check with developer, the consent, the outstanding bill. So this you need to get involved with developer. Less risk on the caveat issues because it's a master title, so there are less risk here. In terms of High Court and Land Office case, my personal opinion is they are quite rigid on this payment within 120 days. Seldom they allow extension unless it is allowed by the court. But in the NLC, National Land Code, it already provided this clause, so it's unlikely they will grant an extension. Is also a clear cut on title transfer. There's no developer involved here. Most of the time, even a leasehold consent is waived. So it is a very clear cut transfer. However, because it's individual title, there are risks of caveat. So before this auction, the bidder has to do a land search on caveat and deal with caveat if there is one. So this is part 3, cover the title case. For those who have question, you can post it below at the comment, and I'll try to reply.